So you're trying to get good at Apex. You're watching pro streamers and they're beaming kids with the R99, right? So you jump in a game, you pick your favorite weapon, and you try to do the same with variable success. So once more, you turn to the pros, and your favorite streamer made an aim training, and he's landing flick shots like crazy. But most PC streamers don't know shit about controllers. So what are we gonna learn today? We're gonna look at settings, just a little, not too much, we're not nerds. And we're gonna briefly talk about the differences between mouse and controllers, and how it impacts your in-game mechanics. And lastly, we're gonna take a look at recoil control. Now this is huge. If you wanna beam kids with automatic weapons, this is it. When Respawn added the linear response curve, it was the hype of the decade. The problem with this is you need low enough sensitivity to control gun recoil, but when you peg the stick all the way down, you need to be able to turn around at a decent speed. On linear, you're a potato, plain and simple. So by using classic, I was able to lower my sensitivity, but still be able to turn around fast enough. Now this is a game changer because if you're too high, you're gonna miss your shots like crazy. So I can tell you which sensitivity to use because that's personal. But start low and have a feel for it when you're practicing gun recoil. Now if you're trying to flick shot like the PC players, you're gonna end up crying. So I spent hours trying to build muscle memory to flick shot this way. It might be possible, but it's truly ineffective. So what we need to do is use the movement joystick to do most of the work. Now this is the most crucial part of this guide. I spent so much time practicing this by reacting to the recoil. Huge mistake. You have to know the pattern so you can anticipate and build muscle memory. Now it might sound tedious, but believe me, not that much. But first, if you're enjoying this video, allow me to suggest to spam the living crap out of the like button. Spam is the way. Also, I'd like to know what your biggest struggle is in Apex Legends. Feel free to tell me in the comments below. Thanks. Now to make it real easy, here's every automatic weapon recoil pattern. I suggest you take a screenshot or let me draw them on a piece of paper until you feel comfortable with all of them. Now there's two guns that I think are a lot harder to control on consoles than PC. First one is the L-Star. I have no problem controlling the L-Star on PC. On console, it's another story. The second one is every streamer's favorite, the R99. Now, I'm not saying you should never use these weapons, but I'm saying until you get good with them, you should probably pick something else. Now, the guns that I recommend using for consoles are the Volt, the Flatline, and the R301. The Volt's pattern being mostly vertical makes it a lot easier to control, even more so when emptying your mag in a 2-burst fashion. The Flatline also does very well in burst and is deadly at mid-range. And of course the R301, which also does great when using in burst, but also probably the best weapon to empty your mag and expect good things. Also remember to use the weapons that you feel the most comfortable with, because landing shot with a mediocre weapon is better than missing all your shot with the best weapon in the game. Now, if you've made it this far, you're an absolute legend, and I hope you know it. If you decide to subscribe to this channel, well, welcome to the Casualties. I've been Casual Champ, you have been amazing, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.